food all the way along, because if you don't know this, you must understand that the pesticides and the toxins in the environment are concentrated in the seeds. They are concentrated in the oily components of the plant, and of the oily components of the plant, the seed is primary. So I am very grateful that Rain is using organic seeds, and I'm very grateful that they have been able to take these seeds and process them in a way which retains their nutrient value. And not only their nutrient value, but all of the other components, which I'll go into in detail, which the seed affords us. Seed nutrition is the frontier. There's wonderful juices and magic fruits from all over the world, but the seed is where the future of nutrition is. And so we'll talk about that. In my medical practice, also quickly by way of introduction, for the past 25 years, what I've focused on is helping people get off of medications. As a medical doctor, I approve of medications. They save lives, they're fabulous, but as everyone knows, they're often too expensive and they have very serious side effects. So if we can use medications appropriately, which means typically short-term, while we're seeking for the problem, the actual underlying problem, which is typically a nutrient imbalance, too much of this or too little of that. Once we correct that nutrient imbalance, happily, the medication becomes redundant. So typically, if you know people who are on medications, it's only because their doctor hasn't focused on how to get them off the medications by replenishing their nutrient deficiencies. And I have to tell you, after working with Sol for the past 6 or 8 months, I'm astonished at how superior Sol is to medications. It's not a medication, it's not a drug. And I want to make sure everyone understands that. But what it does, as you'll see, is Sol helps the body be healthy enough that it rebalances its imbalances, and therefore synthetic patented drugs become obsolete. Okay, so let's go through this PowerPoint quickly, and rather than lingering on a lot of the slides, what I'll do is I'll go through relatively quickly because it will be recorded and people can come back for more information. So typically I will make a statement in these slides, and if people don't believe the statement, for example, that the black cumin seed has been proven to have powerful anti-cancer effects in a number of molecular ways, including, for those of you who pay attention to this, stimulating P53, which is a cancer suppressor gene. It's an oncogene which shuts down cancer, and if you can stimulate P, Sol is composed of a seed which stimulates P53, which shuts down cancer. Now, does that mean that Sol cures your cancer? No, but it does mean that Sol helps your body deal more effectively with the challenge of cancer. Now, for an oncologist listening in, that would be pretty shocking news, that this 2-ounce packet of delicious crushed seed can do what his chemotherapy drugs are doing, which is to stimulate P53. So we'll go through some